Hi all, welcome back. Till now we have seen how to run Cypress tests using test runner. But in this video we will see how to run tests in command line itself in headless mode. So previously we have used Cypress test runner. There you have selected different browsers like Chrome, Edge, Firefox and Electron browsers. So by using browsers we have tested different scenarios before. From now in this video we will see how to run the tests without a browser support. How Cypress runs these tests without browser. So for that to run to open Cypress test runner, we are using a command Cypress open. Okay, so to run a test without browser, we use Cypress run command. So similarly, the way we have added Cypress open command, so we can add cy::run and then Cypress run also. So in this way also we can run we can configure Cypress run command. But for quick demo, I'm going to show another approach like npx. We can use npx Cypress run. If you run this command, it will execute all the tests that are present in our E2E folder. But let's start with how to run a single spec file here. So to run a single spec file, we need to provide a command -spec npx cypress run -spec, and then we need to provide spec file name in double quotes. So spec file name including path also we need to provide. So if you see, it is a Cypress E2E, and then let's run custom commands dot cy.js, custom commands dot cy.js, and yeah, let's enter. So it will start executing only custom commands cy.js spec file without a browser. So it will run directly in a command file itself, command run itself. See, it find that custom commands ui.js that we have specified in the command, and it's started running. You can see this is the custom command. It started. You can see the output also here. So it has two tests. Both the tests got passed, and it took 13 seconds to complete the run. And we can see complete information table format also here. Okay, so in this way we can run a single file. So to run a two files, if you wanted to run two spec files, then you can use a comma, and then you can provide another file name also here, another spec file name. So E2E. So this time I am going to choose the email validation, email validations .cy.js. Okay. Let's run email validations. Let's double check the file name. Let's run it again, and this time it will run both the Cypress spec files here. See, it took it identified both the files here, that we have mentioned in the command, and it started executing the first one, custom commands cy.js first. So it took 2 files, 1 out of 2. I started now. Same like previous, it started with the first one, and both the test cases are passed here. And now it started with the email validation cy.js. This is the second spec file. See, now this spec file also completed. Now the total table format also it's printed. So in this way you can execute multiple spec files without a browser. Say suppose if you have a folder in E2E package, E2E folder. So there, let's create one folder called tests1, and let's move this into email validation and custom commands spec files to test folder. See, if you wanted to run this only test whatever there present in this test1 folder, how we can run is so we can use a spec file npx cypress run spec spec, and then cypress e2e. We need to provide the package, and then there the package name is test1, and then double star, and then slash star. So if you provide like this the package name or folder name, then it will execute the command or specific or spec files that are present in that test. Okay, let's run that one and see whether it will pick up or not. See, this time also it identified these 2 spec files. So whatever that we have placed in tests1, so it has identified both the spec files, and it started executing the first one, custom command cy.js, and you can see here 1 out of 2 started executing. So the first one is completed. Here both the test cases are passed, and it started with the second one. See, both the test cases are passed here. So in this way you can execute the spec files that are present in specific folder. Okay, the other one is like if you wanted to specify a browser, particular browser, then you can specify a particular browser also to execute these test cases. So for that we need to use npx cypress run -browser, and then you can provide the browser name like Chrome, and then you can provide your spec file names here. So cypress /e2e /tests1 /starter /star. So let's run this package spec using Chrome browser. See here, you can see that this browser, as it has mentioned as Chrome 118, and if you see the previous ones, it was executed on Electron browser. So if you specify the browser, then it will execute on that specified browser. Okay, and you can see the both tests are passed in that browser also. So in this way you can provide the browser name also by using a hyphen browser Chrome. Like this, there are many scenarios. So you can run your Cypress tests in headless mode also, and at the same time you can configure all those commands in our scripts, and you can write a simple you can execute by using the simple commands instead of writing the big commands in the command line. Thank you.